Hey guys, welcome to a special video for today. I recently hit the 500 subscribers, which for many of you that probably don't know is a personal goal for me. Basically, I'll tell you the story, regarding it. Quick story, of course. Basically, I started the YouTube channel 4 years ago, and my goal back then was to get up to 100 subscribers because back then that was what you needed in order to monetize your content on YouTube. So I had gotten to 100 subs. There's actually another thank you video regarding that one on the channel. But that was, at least probably 3 years ago when I hit that. And yeah, so I, did all the paperwork and got my content monetized. And so I was monetizing my content for roughly a year. And then they decided to change the system. And they decided, you know what, we're not going to make it 100 subs anymore. We're going to make it 1,000. So all of a sudden, my monetization was canceled. So I haven't actually been able to monetize any of my content for, I would say, 2, maybe 3 years. And so, point to that is I've literally been making content because I love to make content. I've been doing it completely free. Well, actually, I haven't been doing it completely free. Actually, being a YouTube content creator has cost me money because I pay for my editing software. I pay for Photoshop for my pictures. And then with streams, it was even worse. Like with YouTube, it's consecutive paying, I guess. So it probably ends up being more with YouTube because I pay for those two things on a monthly basis. But with streams, there was quite a bit of money. I remember when I got affiliate, I wanted emotes, and I'm like the worst artist in the world. So, I paid for an artist to do our emotes, and I was paying like 30 bucks, well, 25 to 30 a shot, depending on how artistic, it was. And so I think we have 6 emotes in the channel. So, that's over $100 there. And then I paid for the badges, which was probably another $30. And I paid for bit badges, which was probably, another 30 or so. And actually, no, that would have been, no, probably 30. And then I have, over the years of streaming, changed the overlay so much. And I've paid for that, which is usually like 10 bucks a hit here and there. And yeah. And then on top of that, there's been specific gear I've gotten to make streams run smoother, right? Like the capture card, that was pretty much that one's for streams and YouTube, I feel, because it's really for the consoles, right? So it, allows it to be recorded a little easier off the computer. And then there's been, the new webcam, which isn't new anymore, but I bought it a couple of years back. A couple of years ago, my computer completely fucking crashed. and I had to get a whole new fucking computer system. So, and I do feel like streams is why. Mainly because it's no-brainer that streaming on a computer is gonna have your computer break down faster. It's, you're working your computer when you're, not only playing games for that long, but also streaming it and using more resources for broadcast, right? So, yeah. Honestly, it wasn't a big deal because this is a hobby. It's just a hobby that would be cool if it went further than a hobby. Like everyone's dream, right? No one's wrong for ever dreaming something like that. Like even if you're not talking about streams or YouTube, like let's say you're really good at fixing cars, then maybe you want to be a mechanic. That's, you turning your hobby into a job. Daily content really is a lot of work, and it was even more work when I was streaming daily, because then I would constantly be editing before I started my stream, and then I'd check my editing after stream, and yeah, I can't believe I did it for as long as I did, and with working as well, but yeah, it was quite tough back then to struggle the two of them on a schedule like that, but I was trying to grow my channels, both YouTube and Twitch, and that's the commitment I chose to do. And it was super stressful, and later on, the amount of views that were coming through for, the streams just didn't add up to the amount of time that I was putting into them. And yeah, and then with YouTube, a lot of people don't realize how much goes into YouTube. Like, it's so much easier to just open up OBS and hit start stream and just stream for people for 6 hours. With YouTube, you're recording, you're editing, you're making pictures. Although I've seen a lot of people just post their video and no picture, but I personally don't like that. I more times than not will not click a YouTube video if I see a portion of their game as the picture. I like art, I like to see someone actually make a picture. So those are typically the videos that I click, is, one that looks like an actual picture. And honestly, I feel like if you have a legit picture, it just shows a viewer that much more that you're serious about making YouTube content. And then as far as editing goes, I have literally spent hours editing. I find editing takes long because you want it as perfect as possible, right? My longest videos for editing on this channel is my WoW Weekly that posts every Monday. I spend all of Sunday night editing that video. It literally takes me 5 or 6 hours to edit that video, because there's so much stuff in there, and you're clipping videos, maybe adding pictures, maybe adding little on-screen additions. And yeah, that's really what takes long with that one, is all the extras. And maybe you said something and didn't like the way you said it, so you deleted your your audio and added in a new audio clip. And yeah, it's just, it can be quick, but it can also be long. And it's never quicker than what your video is, right? Because you're more or less reviewing you're recording. So for the most part, your editing's gonna take at minimum as long as your recording is. And then it could be extra on top of that just for you wanting to perfect it. Like I have some really quick how-to videos that are literally 5 minutes. But the unedited recording was like an hour. And yeah, so that's an example. It was all that editing and clipping of those pieces to make it a nice, quick 5-minute video. And yeah, so that's really the downfall of YouTube is, when you're comparing YouTube and streams, YouTube's so much more work. Streams, you don't edit shit. You hit start, you game, talk to your viewers, and then you end and probably go to bed. Yeah, it's just such a difference between the two. And so it was a lot of work, and that's why I eventually made a decision. I was like, which one is working better? And streams worked great for playthroughs, but they were horrible for WoW. You could not even get noticed in that WoW section. It was so oversaturated. And now over on Twitch, WoW, like retail WoW and classic WoW are in the same section. So now it's even worse because you have like technically 2 different games in one section. So yeah, and over on YouTube, my WoW content has been doing good. And yeah, so that is how it goes. And because WoW does good on YouTube, that was the final factor. That was kind of what made me sit back and be like, you know what? I think we're just gonna lower the amount I stream and focus more on YouTube. Anyways, that is enough regarding that. So this video is basically a thank you video, guys. So thanks for subbing to the channel. For those that are new to the channel and don't know what really goes on in the channel, I've been playing WoW for 15 years. I basically live and breathe the game. And that is the majority of the content. At the end of every month, I do movie, TV show, and game reviews. The game reviews are usually done like every 3 to 4 months because I'm a WoW addict. I don't really get a whole lot of time to get into other games. So it takes longer to like build up a list. Because with the reviews, I always review 5 together. It's always, a countdown of 5. So yeah, but movie and TV shows are like dedicated every single month. And then, like I said, games is, every 3 to 4 months. And yeah, on Mondays, I do a series called WoW Weekly. And I just basically in that one, I tell you what my goals are, what I've accomplished, what I'm going to make for goals for next week, what the weekly events in WoW are for that week, and any news that I've come across that, I want to share with you guys. And yeah, that's basically how the WoW Weekly goes. On Tuesdays, there's the Gold Challenge. So right now, I have a Gold Challenge working towards 5 million gold so that I can get the Brutosaur mount. When Shadowlands drops, the Brutosaur doesn't go away, but it goes into the black market auction house. So it becomes a lot tougher to obtain. There's actually a lot of people out there that think that it's going to be cheaper. And while that could be the case, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to win anything off the black market. Like, it's easy to win transmogs off of there, but when it comes to mounts, good fucking luck. It's so tough. I've yet to win a mount off there. I always get outbid, and by the time I get back, it's over. And yeah, it's not easy. Not easy at all. I've won a couple. One was for a transmog, and the other was for a pet. But yeah, they were all pretty tough to get at. And then there's Mystic Land. Mystic Land is a series I've been doing for probably, I'd say 3 years now. It's been quite a while. However, it's no longer weekly. It used to be every Sunday, but I got to the point where I just couldn't do them weekly anymore because I didn't always have stuff to talk to you guys about every week because, we share a common interest, WoW, and I do WoW weekly every Monday. So really, Mystic Land would only occur if it was something that had nothing to do with WoW. Maybe like a change in the Twitch schedule or a change with YouTube content or, me going away for a while or, shit like that. Like things that had to do with directly me or my channels or, stuff like that. So I changed it from being weekly to being whenever I have something, something special to say to you guys for that week. However, it is always on a Sunday. So if it's gonna be that week, it will be on the Sunday. And if on Sunday you see a WoW video instead, then we don't have anything for Mystic Land for that week. So yeah, there's that. And that is basically it. Other than that, it's, WoW content. And when there's no WoW content, I upload playthroughs for you guys. Okay, so without making this video too terribly long, this video actually also includes a contest attached to it. I didn't put it in the title because I never do. I pretty much never advertise that it's a contest in the title. I will put it in the description, but I find if you put it in the title, you have everyone and their dog watching your video, and that's not the point of my contest. I want one of you guys that follows my channel and has maybe supported me for longer than a day to win the contest, right? So I'm usually a little secretive of it, and generally only the people who actually watch the video, know that it exists. However, I will be tweeting it out on Twitter, but the only people that will see that tweet from my Twitter will be people who regularly support me anyway, because that seems to be how Twitter works. People tell you to go to these social media sites to promote your content, and that shit does not work. I have been doing it for like 3 years now, going to like Twitter, Instagram. I'm bad at Instagram. I'm bad at all social media, but I do actually try really hard with Twitter. And I think I'm doing better over the years. But the reality is it doesn't bring in people. It targets the people who are already following you. And it seems to take quite a bit to actually get people following you over on Twitter. So yeah, me tweeting out the contest over there is just kind of telling people who already support me and probably already know the contest exists that it'll be there. Okay, so the contest is going to be for a copy of Sonic Mania, which is a super cute game, and I'm going to roll the trailer right now for those that maybe haven't seen the trailer, and then when that ends, I will let you know how you can enter. Okay, so that was the trailer for Sonic Mania. And how to enter is in the description of this video. There is a link to a Gleam contest. That is our contest. I am going to run it from February 1st to February 7th. So you got 6 days to enter. And there's many ways you can enter, and I believe I even included one additional way that you can go back every day to get bonus points. And whoever has the most points will win the game. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. And on February 8th, I will do a video where you actually see me draw the winner, and I will announce the winner in that video. And yeah, so good luck. Super cute game. I have it on both the PC and the PS4. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.